Shout out our sponsors, GW Competitions. They run regular draws for you to win different prizes from cash to Rolexes to cars and all sorts. It's all legit and the draw is run through the Google number generator. And the prize is delivered the next day, and if it's cash, it's transferred the same day. The draws are run on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. And you got to be in it to win it.
Ayo, who made this? Ammo 7 did it again.
And we're back again, the Big Ego Media Podcast. We've got a special guest today. I mean, we've always got special guests. And today, another one is Abigail Asante. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Asante. Asante. Perfect.
Hi.
How was your journey here?
It wasn't that long, but there was a lot of traffic. Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I'm a bit tired. I've been doing a lot. Like I was in Manchester one day, then I have an interview in East here, so I'm just up and down a lot. But
okay, I'm gonna excuse myself just then because I've very naughty red card for me. I heard my phone just go off there. That's a red card for me. Fine for that. Apologies for that. That never usually happen. I always tell people your phone. I just heard it go off there. But I mean, you're an interesting character. I reached out to you a couple of weeks back saying, you know what, you're someone that I'd want to interview just to get to know your story, because sometimes you see things online, you don't know what's really behind a character or what really goes on. You just sort of build a persona without actually speaking to them. So we always start from the beginning. So where are you from? Where was you born? Where do you live? So not your exact address, but yeah.
Well, I'm from Hackney.
Yep.
My parents are Ghanaian, but I'm British.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much.
I mean, where did you grow up in Hackney?
You can't
say?
I mean, if you know, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. How was you in school?
I was really popular. I was always that popular girl that likes dancing, gets the cool guys, got a lot of attention, the cool hairstyles, fastest girl in the school.
Okay, you're a sprinter, yeah?
Yeah, I used to do athletics.
Jeez, like that.
Yeah, and I was just really popular. I've always been popular in Hackney. Like, I'm known in Hackney before I even came into music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much me.
What about academically? How was you in terms of your books?
Do you know what? I was really smart, but I had a guy that was distracting me during my whole school life.
How many GCSEs did you end up with?
Maybe like 8 or 9.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going back to sort of young Abigail, maybe 9 years old, 10 years old, what was the actual ambition? What was the dream? What did you want to be?
I thought I was supposed to be a dancer. Like, I've always said, like, I got my first 10,000 followers from Instagram, from dancing. I used to post videos of me when a zonto, back in the days when the Ghanaians were doing a zonto, when it was popping, I used to be one of them, a zonto warriors. And it got me a lot of attention. And I said, oh, dancing, I like dancing. It helps me express myself. I'm really good at it. And then I just stopped because I went through a bad breakup. So I just stopped. I got off social media. He didn't like the attention I was getting. So I came off social media. And I've just had a really weird relationship with social media because I like the spotlight, but at the same time, the people that I allow myself to be around, they don't really like it. So I stopped being in relationships, and that's when I popped off.
Was it a controlling relationship you felt at the time?
I felt like it was manipulative, like emotionally, because it's like, why are you telling me I can't do this when I want to do this? It makes me happy. So why are you not being supportive?
Was there insecurities there on his behalf then?
I believe so. Yeah. I believe so.
I mean, what about your parents? I know being from an African child in an African home, your parents always be a doctor, bees. When you're telling them, I want to be a dancer, what are they saying?
They always felt like I was smart enough to do more. Like they said, English teacher or lawyer. I'm like, but I don't like law. I'm not interested in the cases. I'm not interested in law because I'm not going to force it. Then they were like, oh, be like a counsellor. Then I was like, actually, I would like to do that because I'm really good at advising people. But then I was like, this education thing is long. Like, it's long. I already know it. Let me go and do it. But you have to learn so many things. So I was just like, what do I want to do? Went to uni, didn't like it. Went to Northampton.
I mean, you went to college first, right? I'm assuming.
Yes. I did A-level English, literature, language, communication and culture, and media.
And you done really well in them?
English, yes. Communication and culture, yes. Media.
Well, good enough to get yourself to university.
Yes.
So at uni, what were you studying?
Youth and childhood development.
Okay. What was it about that then? Just goes back to you wanting to be a social worker?
I didn't want to be a social worker. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I thought like, what am I going to do in uni?
Yeah.
I was just looking at the courses and I was like, what would I like to do? And I saw childhood and youth. I was like, yeah, okay. Did that. Didn't really like it. But I like to advise people. So I was like, should I be a counsellor? Because I'm really good at therapy.
Yeah.
I know how to get people to talk, people that don't usually talk. So I'm like, I need to do something about this, but I don't know. I'm good at everything. I'm not gonna, God bless me with too many things.
I mean, how old are you now?
23.
23. I mean, so how long did you last at uni? Is it 1 year?
1 year. I got into my second year and I said, nah, I don't do it. I didn't even start.
Okay. I mean, what was the conversation with your parents at this time? Like, you don't want to go to uni? Are you crazy?
Yeah. It's very complicated because I'm spiritual, I'm a Christian, but that place, Northampton, the spirits it's not good. The energy is not good.
What, the demons are fresh as you?
Yeah, nah, like the ones you can't see. I think it had a very weird aura to it. And when you did history about it, you can see that there's a lot of people that died and all of that stuff around.
What, Northampton University?
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously I figured out some things that I shouldn't have known that traumatized me from staying there.
Okay.
And I used to sense things like I know someone's behind me walking, or no one's there when I turn around, all this weird stuff. I was like, I'm not doing this. It's distracting me. I don't want to sleep. When we're sleeping, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a short story. When we're sleeping, at 3 a.m. every day, we'll hear a baby crying.
What?
Yeah, in the accommodation. I'm thinking, what's that? We're all looking around like, there ain't no baby here.
Are you sure no one's playing games with you guys?
Nah. Nah, I had enough conversations with people that have worked there for years to know I was not bugging out.
Yeah. So the baby was looking for his mum?
I don't have a clue, but I don't want to know. And I never returned there again. Even when I had bookings there, I just said, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
My spirit does not like it there.
I mean, after sort of life, I guess, in the wilderness of no sort of university, what's life saying? What are you doing?
Music. But obviously I'm doing a lot of influencing. I get paid to like promote brands and stuff.
No, I'm saying before that. That's what I'm saying.
Before that?
Before the music. Like after, okay, I've quit university.
Oh, okay.
What was you thinking to do at this time?
I was just trying to look for any type of job at the time.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard because I haven't had experience. I've never worked a 9 to 5 in my life.
Yeah.
But I got a waitressing job, didn't like it, didn't like the way they spoke to me. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I just knew I have to work for myself. I can't work for these people. I'm a boss. I'm not meant to take orders from somebody else. So I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, Then music just worked out for me. I don't know. It just came in at the right time.
Yeah.
And it does give you money because people want to promote their stuff on your Instagram and Snapchat. So you charge them. It all adds up.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really doing right now. And I'm a youth worker.
Yeah.
So I work with the youth. I teach dance, drama, and I get paid for that in Hackney. So yeah, it's doing all right.
I mean, before we get into the whole music stuff then, so I came across you, I think it's 3 years ago now, it could be 3, 4 years, I'm not sure. I remember my partner, her, because she's not one for the sort of the gossip pages and stuff, but her and her friend were sort of sending, so what the hell is going on here? It's in Hackney. I'm like, I've got sisters in that from Hackney as well. And this was crazy scene was going on. Like girls were searching for other girls. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what is this about? So I thought, you know what? Let me look into it. So, I mean, not have to go into the details of everything that night, but your life kind of changed after that day. I mean, but what happened initially? Because you that Cinderella who'd lost her shoe and trying to reclaim the shoe, and what actually happened? If you don't mind getting into it.
That is funny. Oh my gosh. So it was okay, so it was 2 friends.
Yeah.
One felt betrayed about something. There was a back and forth on social media. One decided, okay, do you know what? I'm not going to talk too much. Let me buck you. The other one was kind of like, yeah, come, like instigating it. I don't have no idea what's going on, by the way. I'm just partying. We're in a party, do you know what I mean? And this is going on, like, it happened outside the party. And I was just like, what's going on? And then my phone started buzzing off and I was getting like threatening messages and from
But had you not said anything in those back and forth videos?
No, I wasn't involved.
So when they got back and forth, you didn't sort of add a bit of an ad lib, like come then. No,
not that I remember anyway. Okay. But I wasn't involved. But I think at one point, no, I did. At one point, I was just like, don't talk to my friend like that. But we were a bit drunk. So you were trying to back your bedroom at the time? Yeah, we were a bit drunk. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what happened, but I just remember my phone popping off. She's getting angry, saying, "Why is my best friend's phone popping off?" Long story short, it just turned into a big disaster because our phones died. People were looking at us. We didn't understand why. We realized we were trending on Twitter. We were like, what's going on? Why are we trending? We didn't know that someone was on the way. Then we departed somehow. And I got hit from the back instead of her.
Okay, so the other girl actually literally pulled up and like,
Yeah, but she was not anywhere to be found at the time, and I found that weird, but I don't really want to go into that because I don't really like talking about that. But
so you got caught in a crossfire basically, and then what happened with your shoe? Okay,
so basically I need to explain this because I don't think I've cleared this up. With the shoe, I was drunk that day, innit? I don't really drink, so I was gone. I took off my shoes. I had heels on, my legs were hurting. I didn't have no sliders. So I took off my shoes and I was walking on the road barefoot, like with my shoes in my hands. So obviously when I got hit from the back, my shoes dropped out of my hand. But then obviously the narrative that was portrayed was I got beat up and my shoe got taken off or something, or I got hit with my shoe. Like I was just like, what?
I mean, the next day after all this, assuming you've gone to bed, woken up and it's everywhere now. I mean, what's your parents saying and what are you feeling at this time?
I would have to retract and remember. I don't think they knew what was going on too tough, but people were messaging them though. So I was like, it's nothing, it's just the internet. I was just trying to play it off like it was cool, and then it got worse because people were starting to message my family members and people like, are you all right? And I was just like, this is getting bigger than it actually should have been. And that day I was with her. She came back with me to my house, so she was safe. But then the next day when I woke up and I saw my message blow, like my whole phone was blown up, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then we used it. We were like, what should we use this for? Like, we got bare attention right now, so we dropped the song.
And that's what I'm saying. So was it a thing that where you got all the attention around you, and who decided let's drop a song? Was it a thing that where you was rapping already? I mean, who just decides, okay, I'm gonna make a song today? You must have been thinking about rapping for a little while.
So I wanted to be a rapper. She didn't. But I said, we're best friends. We go everywhere together. We might as well just try this rapping thing together and see what happens. She said, nah. I want to be a model. I was just like, no, let's do it. It's different. So it was my idea to put us together as a duo. But it was her idea to drop the song. We recorded the song maybe like 2 weeks before the madness. Because we were just rapping on live. People were like, this song bangs. Like, you guys need to record it. We recorded it as a joke. When we were trending, we used that to make it seem like it was a diss track when it wasn't. And then that's what happened.
I mean, after the diss track, well, not the diss track, but after the songs actually sort of blown, are you guys thinking, I mean, who's in your DMs at this time? Because I'm assuming people are looking at the opportunity like, you know what, let me do into management.
A lot of people, a lot of different managers, labels, festivals, but it just didn't get that far because we split by then.
I know, we'll get to that point, but at this time when all this happening, you guys looking at each other and thinking, well, we're going to make a music career. Because I see you guys were doing interviews, you was getting booked for things, and was it a thing that when you told your mum that I'm going to be a rapper now, what were they saying?
They were just supportive because as long as there's money, like there's no problems, you get it. Like if you can pay for certain stuff, then it doesn't matter what you're doing. And they believe that I should follow my dreams, not focus on what they want me to be. That's not. I'm not going to be happy if I wanted to be a lawyer. I don't want to be a lawyer. That's all forced in that. So they're supportive. I'm the only girl as well. So
you got other siblings?
I got 3 brothers.
The oldest, youngest?
2 older, 1 younger.
Okay. So I mean, after you said that sort of record labels are sort of got in touch, like what stopped you guys from signing at the time?
We went under management, and their advice was not to sign at the time. So we didn't.
And what was the reason behind them? That you could have waited for like a bigger check to come through?
Probably. I didn't really ask about why, but I don't know.
I mean, what made you decide you wanted to go into that management there at the time? What was it about that management compared to anyone else sort of reaching out?
I had a good relationship with my manager already before. I put like a trial to see what it would be like if he was a manager. But before that, we were like friends, and he was helping anyways. He wasn't taking any money, he was just helping. So I was just like, actually, we need you because you're really good. So we made him our manager.
So it comes then at a time when it was, I guess it was, I think the first songs was Abigail and Vanessa, then it became Abigail and IVD, and then it became IVD on her own, Vanessa on her own. What happened? Was it something that's going to be so promising that looked like, oh, this is a great duet? What happened? You don't have to go to the main intricacy, but sort of overall.
I just think, like, knowing her for so long, she likes attention. That's something.
How long do you know guys known each other?
More than like 15 years.
15 years. You guys were best friends.
We took a break. When we were 9 years old, we were friends.
Yeah.
Then she went to another country for some time. Then we lost contact.
Yeah.
Then got back into contact in secondary school.
Okay.
So we were friends ever since.
Okay.
And I think we were just too different. Like, you got one that like very outspoken, very confident, very I tell you how it is. And then you have one that's quite mellow, quite lost, I don't know, but really pretty. So and then we just used to clash.
Yeah.
And
would you guys, away from the cameras, away from everyone else, would you guys literally argue with each other?
No, not near the end, yeah, but just minor. It started becoming tense when we became business partners, because it's like, now we're business partners. Friendship, you got to put it aside.
Yeah.
So you don't really care about how one's feeling. But I just think when you're in a duo, you're different. I don't want to wear that.
Yeah.
We have to come to a compromise, and sometimes that's hard.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, who wants to be first on a song? I think I'll sound better at first, but then one person wants to be first, and then it's just like, how do you pick? So many stuff like that.
I mean, so what about sort of lyrics? Would you both write your own lyrics? Was you guys getting help at the time?
No help.
You both wrote your own lyrics?
Yeah.
But there's that sort of misconception that people was writing your lyrics for you and stuff.
No, I did English literature and language in A-level.
Tell them again.
So I don't need someone to write my lyrics.
Okay. So I mean, so these are sort of little minor, I guess, bickering. But what actually led to the full? I can't do this no more. You go your way.
I mean, it wasn't even. I didn't ever feel like I wanted to stop. I thought we were gonna do it forever, like we said. But I think she just wanted maybe the attention more on herself.
Okay.
Which is fine. I've known her to be someone that likes attention. Yeah. So I was a bit understanding, but it was just a bit too early. And the way it happened, it shouldn't have happened like that.
So mostly then, like you said, that sometimes in a girl group, everyone's together, everyone's doing the things together, even the male group, and then it normally takes a few years before someone wants to go solo. You feel like she saw the opportunity to go solo very quickly.
Very early.
Did you feel betrayed?
Yeah, I did. I mean,
what was the actual conversation? What did she say? You know what? She called you up and said, look, can we have a conversation? Or was it just like something that you didn't even know?
It's something I didn't know. It was just very random. Yeah. And I was just like, what? Like, no. Like, we're doing so well together. What? I felt like, what? I was confused.
Do you think someone got into her ear and said that, you know what, you can be the star?
A lot of people.
And why do you think that is? Why would they choose her and not you?
I think her branding. Obviously, before we became a duo, I was helping her with her branding, her YouTube, like what she should wear, what hair colors to do. So I was helping the Ivorindo brand as a friend as well. And then when she got the platform, you know, Nicki Minaj, Barbie, she's very pretty. Do you get it? So people liked her. I helped her with character building, how to like speak, make sure you engage with people, what you need to do, what you need to post, the captions, all of that. Yeah. So she bought like her brand was so big. And then I was kind of behind the scenes going through a bad breakup, but I was just like helping her as just a friend. I didn't want to be popular. And then I think, I don't know what happened. Like sometimes when people ask me, I'm just like, I don't know where it fell apart. Like,
so, is there a thing then, like you said, you guys known each other since she was 9, more than 15 years, whatever. So is there not a thing that where it doesn't seem to me like there was such a huge thing that happened that made you guys fall apart?
There's other stuff.
Okay.
You know, but you know, not everyone needs to know, but there was other technical stuff, personal stuff, and disrespect. That it just needed one conversation for it to not escalate that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, but obviously things have escalated, but in life, as I found that we live once and we all have regrets, right? Is there no form of reconciliation that can ever happen where someone picks up the phone and say, you know what, hey girl?
And it's not going to be me.
Is that pride and ego?
Nah, it's just, I've reached out before to say, well done, you're doing well. And I didn't need to do that because you're the, anyway.
There was no response?
No, But there's obviously, because we still have made money together, we have to speak about the account that we have. We have one account, but we don't speak at all.
So I mean, after you actually reached out and said, well done, you're doing well, it wasn't even like, oh, thanks, babe.
Nope.
Was the message read?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, he would.
So, I mean, looking now, I guess in terms of sort of the how the careers have gone, you've both become sort of solo acts, and I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about your whole sort of situation and stuff, but like, her career seems to be propelled a bit more than yours. How does that make you feel as a person, knowing that it was kind of your idea to do the music thing? Does it hurt a little bit?
In the beginning, you know, when it was so fresh, I was like, raw. Like, I'm the one that's going through the healing process, whilst you're just continuing like nothing. That hurt in the beginning, but then you kind of get over it. You have to get over it. Yeah. So I took a year, took a break, tried to do the music thing during depression. It didn't work. The numbers weren't good. Yeah. So I was just like, let me take a break and find my sound and come back properly. Yeah.
I mean, you talked about depression. I mean, what was it at that time of life that really got you down at this time, and where did you get your help?
I didn't really get help. I kind of found help in myself and God. But
did you speak to other friends, your parents, the church? Did you try to get help that way?
No, I just kind of did everything by myself and healed by myself. Tried to figure out, who am I? What do I want to be? What makes me happy? Do I want to do music? Do I really want to do music? So I had to think. I had to take a lot of time to think. But I had a lot of pressure on me because I had so many supporters like, where is your music? And I'm just there like, because I got signed earlier on, like after we split, I got signed maybe 5 months after.
Who did you sign to?
They're called Moves Recordings.
Okay.
They're an independent label, but they work with like, they have things with like Miss Banks, Naira Marley, like Afro Nation.
Did they give you a bit of a bag at the time?
I did. Working with labels are hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just wasn't the right time.
Did you? So you didn't sign, or you did sign?
I did.
So did you have management that sort of helped you with a contract at the time? Or?
I didn't have management.
So you went into it kind of blindly at the time? And do you think they kind of finessed you, or? I
wouldn't say they finessed. I think they just tried to help. But I think when you're with a label, you're limited with what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I think I liked them. They gave me freedom, but I just think my headspace wasn't right at the time for me to be in a label.
I mean, you also talk a lot about colorism and how you think that plays a part in regards to sort of your sort of progression. In which ways would you say sort of colorism hinders you?
I think being dark skinned, people talk about it a lot on the internet, under my pictures, compare me to animals, tell me how dark I am. And I think because people don't like me being dark skinned, it's hard for me to push in the music industry because people just don't like me because I'm dark. So
do you think, but who is it that doesn't like you? Do you think people in the music industry, or do you think it's just trolls that are just chatting rubbish for the sake of chatting rubbish?
I think trolls, but then obviously trolls influence other people. Yeah. Like if a lot of people don't like you, people are automatically going to think, don't know if I like her.
And how does that affect you in your daily day when you see these? Because I got to a point where people comment stupid stuff, so I just got to the point where it's so easy for me. Sometimes I do bite back, but a lot of times just block. But I mean, someone today messaged me over saying, like, I can't stand you, man. You're such a waste, man. I don't have to deal with that again. So is that something that you utilize, or does it really affect you that you must respond and it brings you down?
I block them straight away.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm too used to it. Obviously, it's not nice to see comments that are so negative. Like, you're human, do you get it? Like, people are saying nasty things about you. You don't even know them. They don't even know you. And it's nasty. Like, people say something nasty. I'm just like, raw, like, block. But how long do you have to block? Yeah. You got to get used to it. You have to train your mind to be strong because you'll get depressed.
I mean, like, even just, again, not sort of dwelling on this subject, but even when you sort of see IVD now going on and getting these contracts and these deals, is there sort of a sense of like, oh, that's my girl, man, I'm so proud of her? Or is there a sense like, bitch, how the hell are you there and I'm not there? in a kind way sort of thing.
I don't have any malice. Like, the thing is, I don't feel any way, because I feel like when you've known someone for so long and you know what they've been through and you know that what they're doing now is helping them when they've been through a lot, then you think, raw, like, that's good.
So,
like you're doing
so you're
something.
happy for them still?
Yeah. Like obviously, I'm upset with what happened, but I'm over it. You just have to deal with it. Do you get it? Like, you just deal with it, and then I feel like she's doing well for herself, and she needed that. Like, she's gone through a lot. So the fact that she's actually reached where she's always wanted to be known and famous, and she's actually got it, that's really good.
I mean, but after sort of you kind of left the situation alone, then she drops the Daily Duppy, and then sends for you. Did you think at the time that I'm gonna come back straight away?
Yeah.
And wasn't it feeling like, you know, I ain't gonna bother with this, or did you think, you know what, this is also gonna help me?
Yeah, no, like that was really random because I sent that message about you're doing well. I know we don't talk, but you're doing well for yourself. Well done.
Yeah.
I sent that a week or two before the Daily Duppy. So when I saw the Daily Duppy, I was like, oh, so that's pre-planned.
Okay.
Because if I send you such a nice message like that, then you do a Daily Duppy, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
For what reason? And I didn't even agree with what was said in the Daily Duppy. I was just like, someone definitely told you to write that because that doesn't make no sense. You know what type of person I am. You know what type of friend I was. You know I'm not a bad person. Don't pay me out to be a bad person. I hate when people do that.
So I mean, just that going on that in terms of sort of your own career now, what's the stumbling block? Are you saying that? What's the thing that's holding you back now? You just released a song the other day, and you're saying, you know, usually you get great numbers, and this time it's not. Is it the marketing? Is it consistency? What do you think is stopping you from really connecting to people watching your things?
I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. I think I need to just be more organized with my stuff because I think I have such a great personality. I could be doing so much on my socials, TikToks, you know, you got the Insta videos, dancing, people like to see that stuff. So I was like, why am I not doing it? So I just need to work on my time management. In terms of marketing, that's very important. You need to have a plan before you even release anything. What interview do you need to do before you go and release your song? Like that stuff I wasn't thinking about because I had so much on my plate. I was doing too many things at the same time. I wasn't thinking about this stuff, and I thought, oh, isn't your management meant to think about that stuff? But you know, they need help too. You can't just have one person doing everything. So I think that's another thing. My team needs to be more expanded. Yeah. And I think I need more guidance. I need more guidance because I feel like I'm so talented in so many things. How can I utilize all of these without being so stressed though? Like, how can I incorporate all of them? I don't know. That's something I need to
What would you say is your main talent? If you're on Britain's Got Talent right now, I'm Simon Cowell and say there's £1 million here. Show me some talent. What would you say is your talent?
Rapping and dancing.
Rapping and dancing. Pick one. You have to pick one.
Rapping.
Okay. So I mean, just on a dance thing, then is that something that you like you said you do want to bring back?
Yeah.
So is it a dance class maybe for the young people?
I think I want to start my videos by myself first, doing dance videos. Yeah. And then have a dance class maybe in the future.
Okay. So like going forward now, is it musically now? What you got planned? What's coming?
Well, I'm releasing a very big single, very soon. Yeah. And I'm hoping they do numbers. It deserves numbers. I will be shocked if it doesn't. Yeah.
So what are the pressures? Do you feel under pressure if you release something and it doesn't do the numbers? What does that do for your mental? Does that sort of motivate you to go harder, or does that just put you down? Oh my God, no one cares.
Obviously, you're gonna have moments where you feel like, oh, no one cares, but you can't stop. Yeah. Do you know how many people I have that look up to me and say, "You've made me carry on. You give me faith to carry on." I'm just like, I can't stop. I have too many people relying on me. Yeah. I have dark-skinned girls that say I make them feel confident. I have guys that are saying I'm helping them with their relationships. I'm just like, I can't stop. So it's a motivation, but sometimes you're just like, 4,000 views in 2 days. That's not Abigail's numbers.
I mean, what would be ideal?
Like at least 10.
Yeah.
Like.
But it's a process. I mean, on your own channel as well. It's a like if you got it on a Gram Daily or a link.
Someone said I should have.
It could, but you have it on your own channel. That's being brave in itself to say, you know what, actually, a lot of rappers now are starting to do stuff on their own channel. Yeah. So you're taking that risk. So I wouldn't say 4,000 views in 2 days is terrible. It's just maybe not the numbers that you're used to. But I wouldn't say something that should bring you down. But you're saying that kind of.
It did. Yeah. It did, because I was just like, when I used to do YouTube videos, that's the numbers I was getting for just talking. Yeah. This is a project and it's getting them numbers.
Do you think the marketing, the rollout behind it was done well? Because You
No.
told me at one point that you're gonna release it, then you didn't release it.
Yeah,
I
oh
saw
my
it
God.
released a couple of days ago. So what happened with that? Because it's like a good month ago. You're telling me you want to.
I
release
shot this video in February.
Yeah.
I shot it in February. There was just a lot of politics behind the scenes and the beat, and you know, if I wanted it like remade, or do I have to talk to the producer? And yeah.
I mean, so right now, are you doing everything just independently? There's no record label. There's no. So what are you looking to sort of gain the attraction of a record label, or you want to do things independently?
I don't know what God wants. I feel like if a record label comes and it makes sense, I will definitely sign with the right eyes, looking over the contracts, making sure I'm not signing my life away. Yeah. But I'm not in a rush to get signed. Yeah. I think it's gonna come when it's supposed to come.
And with the sort of the world opening up again after COVID, like what are you sort of most looking forward to in regards to sort of just the music side?
Performing. Yeah. I like performing. I don't know about the stages of writing the music. I think that's so long. It's like school. But performing is what I like. So I think I'm going to do a lot of performances. Have
you got anything lined up already that we should be aware of?
Well, I do, but it hasn't been announced yet.
Okay. So where would be the most ideal show you'd want to go? Like if you had to pick a couple of shows this summer?
I don't think this summer. Yeah. I think I'm ready for this summer because I haven't released enough to perform. Mm-hmm. But if it was this summer, if I was releasing before, I'd say Wireless, 100%. Mm-hmm. What other festivals is there? I don't know, the festivals like that.
Besides the music industry, what are your sort of other sort of ambitions and things you like doing?
I love to act.
Yeah. How long you been acting?
I feel like I've been acting all my life, but not professionally, just naturally.
Okay.
I haven't really
performing just in everyday life.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm really dramatic. I think I know how to change my character really quickly. I think I'm always acting sometimes.
So then, if that's the case, then if you're always acting, are you putting on an act now?
No, I said sometimes.
I know, but I'm just gonna ask, are you putting on an act
No,
now?
This is what I'm like.
I was gonna say, who is the real Abigail? If you're putting on a performance, I mean,
not a performance. I just think I'm dramatic.
Yeah.
And actresses are dramatic sometimes.
Is it something that you want to pursue as well then?
Yes.
Are you going into classes or just something that you just think, I want to be an actress and this is what I think I can do? Not to say that you can't go do it, but sometimes we say, okay, I want to be an actor, but we forget that actors actually go and do the acting schools, the drama schools.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them. No, a few of them get a good break.
Yeah.
But is that something that you might want to pursue or just something you think that, I'm good enough as it is?
What, classes?
No, I'm talking about for acting. Do you think you still need to do some classes?
No.
You think you're good enough?
I think I'm good enough.
Right. And you're taking part in a show at the moment. It's called, is it Drilling?
Yes.
Tell
Drilling.
us about that, how that came about.
So basically, so the Drilling cast already filmed season 1, episode 1 and 2. And so they were looking for a female. And well, I am a natural, so I was very confident. So my boy Jamal, he reached out to me. He's like, they're looking for a female, and I was like, okay, let me do it. I came on set. They were like, improvise. I'm like, I have no lines. They're like, yeah, improvise. I was just like, I ain't done that since school. Like, I don't know. I was just like, but I was confident. I was like, cool. Did the first. He said, okay, imagine you're in a situation and you're basically setting someone up. Okay. But you have to like try and manipulate them and make them trust you and then set them up. I was like, okay. So I did the first scene. He was like, okay. Did the second one again. He was like, you're really good. Did the third one. It's a wrap. I was like...
Signed.
So he messaged me. He's like, you did amazing. So he just developed my character from there. And that was me in Drilling. That was so quick, but I don't do short movies. I want to do more short films because I'm just naturally good at acting. I've just never really taken it seriously.
If you're from East London, if East London is some calling, something you might want to do?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so over the next year, so you've got one track coming in the next couple of weeks.
I have a collab.
A collab?
I have 2.
Can you tell us who?
No. I have 2.
Right, okay. Those people aside, right? Who is your ideal collaboration with right now in the UK?
Shaybo. I like Shaybo.
Yeah. Have you reached out to her?
No, but we support each other online. Like we've spoken before.
Yeah, but that's it. Why is it this thing that where people want to do things but don't actually ever reach out? Like you want to work with her, like send her a DM, like, oh Shaybo, I'd love to work with you. What?
No, I think she knows that when the time's right, it's gonna happen. But I just think before I take on collaborations myself, I need to put on a hold. I need to develop myself first, not use other people to get there.
Yeah. What about male rappers?
I like Stormzy.
Yeah.
I like R.A. Have you heard of R.A.?
Yeah.
I love him.
R.A. To be fair, I spoke to him a couple of months ago because I meant to get him on the interviews. Also, R.A., if you're listening, Abigail wants a collab.
I do. Who else is there really? Like, I don't really listen to UK music.
Yeah.
I like Mo Stack.
Okay. Who was your sort of biggest influence growing up?
Beyonce.
Did you sing, or was it more for the dancing?
The dancing.
Can you sing?
Maybe.
No. Yes. No.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what was it about Beyonce in particular then? Like
Her aura, her ego, the way she walks, the way she danced, the way she talked. She's a diva, innit?
Yeah.
I like it.
Would you classify yourself as a diva?
Yeah.
Okay. If someone to say, okay, describe Abigail in one word, what would they say?
Talented.
What would your best friend say about you in one word?
Funny.
What would a hater say?
I don't know.
We don't care about the haters, to be fair, so yeah, we can move on from that. I mean, how are your parents taken to this? And especially on Instagram, you got some photos which are a little bit out there. I would say. What is your mum, and you said you got older brothers, I mean, what are they saying when they're seeing these pictures, or do they just avoid going on there?
My big brother, he don't even want me on Instagram. Like, he unfollowed me and he said, hey, listen, you can unfollow me. I can't have you on my Insta. I can't be seeing certain things. And then my other brother was just really relaxed and calm. My other big brother, he's relaxed and calm. He just doesn't really care. Then you got the younger one who, he has friends that probably listen to my music sometimes. Even when the situation happened, he had to go through the fact that people were talking about it in college and that.
Yeah.
It was a lot. But
What about mum? What's mum saying about this?
she's like my best friend, man. My mum is like the coolest mum ever. Like, she's so understanding because obviously she's a Christian, innit? Yeah. So it's like, she always says, remember, whatever you do is going to stay on the internet for life. You're going to have children one day. So is this something you want your children to see? Or she'll be like, oh, this is nice. This is a nice picture, but
couldn't you cover up?
But she understands that the industry that I'm in, sometimes you have to do what you got to do. And be confident in your body as well. I'm not going to lie, I'm not doing any nude stuff. And sometimes the pictures look nice. And if a picture looks nice, my mum will tell me it looks nice. Not that she supports it, but she understands that this is the life my daughter chose. I can't stop her from doing it. I can just advise her. If she listens, she listens. She don't.
I mean, when you've gone to sort of church, what's been the conversation at church?
I left church, actually. I don't...
Recently or from...
It's been more than a year.
What made you leave church?
I just think I needed a new environment, a new church, like a more youth-based church.
Not the SPAC Nation?
I went there.
Yeah, how was that?
I think that's how I even realised that I can rap. It was there. I did something with one of them. It went viral.
Okay.
It was good when I used to go there.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what it turned into.
Yeah. Does sort of church and religion sort of affect also your lyrics?
No, because I don't really talk about shanking and the violence. I'm a bit cheeky. I think I'm a cheeky person. I think that's what I'm like. In my next single, you would see that it's a different side to me a bit. I'm opening doors to like stuff that I don't usually feel comfortable doing, but sometimes you have to do that. So you're gonna see my cheeky side. I have different personalities.
In terms of sort of music, is drill the way forward for you, or you want to sort of change up a bit in terms of the genres?
I think I can do a lot of things. So I'm gonna start off with drill, dominate drill, and then move on.
Yeah. Who's the number one female drill artist in the UK?
Wow, the fact that I had to think about it, I don't know.
Not yourself? Not putting yourself in as a contender?
Excluding myself, like.
Okay.
I don't know. I like T Zandos.
Yeah.
I think she's really good.
Originally from Hackney as well, I hear. So she's originally from Hackney too.
I don't know.
Yeah. So your journey so far, I mean, it's happened kind of overnight in terms of being put into the mainstream of sort of UK society. And would you say you've dealt with that pressure well, or is it something that sort of affects you and you think, oh, you have to, like you said, sometimes you feel like you're performing, you feel like you have to put on performance for everyone, like to say, I'm good, when sometimes you're not feeling so well?
When I say perform, let me clear that up though. When I say performance, I mean sometimes I'll be in a place and I don't feel confident, but I have to actually tell myself, Abigail, okay, you gotta act confident. Then when you start acting confident, you actually start being confident. So that's what I do. I think I'm really known. I'm more known than I think, which is a bit scary because it's like I'm always going to be relevant regardless. People know me from that situation. They're never going to forget me. They know I'm a good rapper. So it's like everywhere I go and people stop me, even big rappers know of me. I'm just like, raw, this feeling's a bit weird. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I'm still not really used to it. I find it a bit weird that people stop me on the road for pictures and stuff. Like I find
Does that make you feel good though when people stop you?
Sometimes, but sometimes you have to always disguise yourself. It's a bit long.
Even when you're feeling shit, sometimes people come up to you. How do you deal with that?
I just get on with it. I don't know. I have really good supporters that I have to always make sure I look happy so that they can approach me. But sometimes I'm having a bad day and I don't want to talk. I don't want to take pictures, but I have to.
So what's sort of the plan now in terms of, is there going to be like an EP or just going to be single after single after single? Is there something you might want to do, like a full project?
I've never really thought about that. I've never really thought ahead. I'm kind of just going along with the flow right now.
But I think Beyonce said something like that a few weeks ago. She said that the artists of today, it's all very kind of microwave. Like you're not preparing a whole meal anymore. As if like, I'm going to create an album. It's now, okay, let me just put something in the microwave quickly every single day. There's a new track. Do you think that's how things just work now? Because people ain't really got time to listen to someone's album or EP. Now people
I feel like people don't really listen to albums like that. People like the quick singles, the jumpy songs. Like I feel like all jumpy songs on one album. Would I really sit down and listen to all of them? I don't know. So,
but that's the thing. Would it be a thing that then, I guess, with an album you have sort of variety? You got the couple of jumpy tunes for radio, then you got the more somber tunes. And who do you sort of listen to at home when you're just chilling at home by yourself? No one's there. Who do you listen to, or what do you listen to?
I like Burna Boy. I like Chris Brown's old stuff.
R&B stuff.
I like the R&B stuff. I don't really listen to UK. I don't even listen to drill.
You don't listen to drill at all?
No.
Okay. Why is that if you're in that field?
I'm not the biggest fan of drill, but I like the way I sound on it, so...
Okay.
I don't listen.
What about sort of everyday hip-hop rap? Is that something that you look into as well?
What's hip-hop? What do you mean hip-hop rap? Like who?
Like straight raw hip-hop, so not drill, but like hip-hop, like...
Yeah, I prefer them. I like American old school music. Like, I like the Ushers, the Alicia Keys, Cassie, that type of music.
So that's like when you started singing as well?
I'm very unpredictable, you know. I like to be unpredictable. No one really knows what I'm doing, what I'm up to. But I'm always doing something, always.
I mean, we're coming to a sort of end now. So what would you like to say to all your your supporters and people out there who don't? So to your supporters, but also the people who are new to you, people on my channel they'll be like, Bobby, what's going on? What is this? Who is this? I'm like, no, this is Abigail. So what would you like to do as an introduction to people who don't know you and the people who do know you already?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is my name is Abigail Asante. I started off as a duo. Now I'm a solo artist. You guys need to make sure you tune in to my next stuff because you guys are going to be wild. People need to understand that Rome didn't take a day to be built. Meaning that I'm a work in disguise. Listen, you don't know what I'm up to. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys follow all my socials. I'm sure it's going to be in the description somewhere. To all my supporters, listen, stay believing in me because I'm not going to stop. Sometimes it's hard, but you need to keep pushing. Perseverance is key. So make sure you carry on. If you're dark skinned king or queen, make sure you keep your head high, embrace your color, and don't let anyone put you down. And that's it.
What do you call your fans?
That is something I've been thinking about because I have I don't know if you guys can see it, I have dark and lovely right here.
Okay.
And I say it in my bars a lot. So I think, and I like calling people lovelies.
Okay.
Or I could call them the Asante warriors. Lovelies.
The lovelies?
I like just lovelies. Because that can be a boy and a girl. Asante warriors is actually, I like that as well. It's very African-y. So I'm thinking out them too.
Okay. Well, that was it. That's Big Ego Media. And that there was Abigail Asante.